Welcome back again. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Quit Whining, Start Winning with Denise. Today is Q&A Wednesday, and you know what that means. That means I take questions from you and provide my advice. All right. Question of the week is, how soon is too soon to discuss commitment? All right. Before we get into that, let's just start with considerations before even discussing commitment. Emotional connection. Have you guys established an emotional connection, or is that connection still surface level? Okay. Next is communication style. Have you guys tackled the difficult conversations? Are you able to answer difficult conversations as easy as it is for you to answer or to discuss easy conversations, right? Mutual interest in life. Have you guys discussed your mutual interest in life? Are your goals aligned? Have you had that conversation as of yet? And time together. All right. So, time together, I think statistically, people normally will, talk about commitment between 2 and 3 months of the relationship, but that can vary. And what I mean by that is, if you guys have had like a lot of conversations and you guys are both mature and both of you guys know exactly what it is that you want, I don't see why things can't happen sooner for you. But the key is just making sure that you both are on the same page. Okay. Signs it's too soon to be having this conversation. You don't know important things about each other. That means you haven't talked about what your values are in life, your life goals, what it is you want out of a partner, and your deal breakers. Okay. Next is if the relationship feels forced. Okay. You want to make sure you're not forcing the issue. You want to make sure it's a mutual effort. And then lastly, relationships that feels one-sided or imbalanced. So like if one person is giving more than the other and it's not equal give and take, then it might be a little bit too soon to be discussing a commitment. Okay? Now, when you are ready to have this conversation, this is how I would recommend that you approach the topic. Be calm, right? Make sure that, you're not anxious about this conversation. Make sure you won't get upset about whatever comes out of the conversation. So, one, you just want to make sure that you stay calm and relaxed on this conversation, right? Next, you want to express how you feel about the relationship. Okay. And then you want to ask your partner, where do they see the relationship going? Okay. So you want to have this conversation in a non-pushy manner. You don't want to seem like you're forcing the issue or you're pushing the issue. Ask your partner where you see the relationship going from his perspective. Therefore, from there, you can kind of critique what it is that you need to be doing in the relationship. Some things you might need to fix, okay? But just make sure you guys are having the communication first. Make sure it's not forced. Make sure you're not rushing things. And make sure that you guys are actually aligned. You're on the same page with things. Of course, you don't want to be having these sorts of conversations if you guys only have a very, very surface level conversation. I don't care if you guys have been together for 2 years. If you've been together for 2 years and it's been off and on and it's been a roller coaster, that time frame does not matter. Okay. The time that you spent with one another, the foundation that you've built with one another, the communication going more than the surface level, that pretty much will take your relationship to the next level. So, and you can have done that for a month and be ready to move into a committed relationship. So, like, time frame doesn't matter. So you can be together for 1 month and spend that quality time, built that foundation, and then those are the people that are ready to move on. You could spend years with someone, communication is lacking, the relationship is one-sided, um, you just don't have a solid foundation. Often on relationships are surface level. Sometimes often on relationships can be looked at as maybe your partner is not ready, especially if it's one-sided. Maybe you or your partner isn't even ready. You guys are just passing the time, and what you're doing is you're staying in a relationship while each one of you, maybe even both, one or the other, are looking for their ideal partner while in a relationship. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys for this week. Please send your questions to justdenise2024 at gmail.com. And don't forget, if you like my vibe, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.